It's really cold outside right now, and because of that, I can't work on my other projects, so I need some filler. So, I'm gonna be turning this cookie into glue. So let's get started. So first I put some cookie powder into a beaker, but I did this rather sloppily. So I measured it out, and there seemed to be about 28.5 mils of the powder. Then I transferred the powder into a larger piece of glassware, and it came out really cool. I'm doing this so I can dissolve the cookie powder in water. Then I measured about 300 mils of water into this beaker mug. I'm using the beaker mug because I was running out of glassware. So then I add the water to the cookie powder. And there's also about 10 times as much water as cookie powder. Then I add a magnetic stir. Then I put the piece of glassware onto the magnetic stir machine thing. And I cranked up the speed so that way I could dissolve everything. The solution looked and smelled like chocolate milk. So after basically everything was dissolved, I turned off the magnetic stir. A couple of minutes after I placed the piece of glassware down, bread precipitant formed at the bottom, so we need to filter that out. To do this, I simply use cone filters, and over here you can see me doing it over a large period of time. Every now and then I needed to change the filter, however, due to the cookie breading getting stuck in the filter. I put the filtered mixture into a pot so I could boil it. Eventually the skin began to form, which is actually going to be our glue. So I kept taking that stuff and putting it into this little bowl. A lot of the glue actually stuck to the side, but I'm not really looking for efficiency. Okay, so the lighting is pretty weird because the sun's over there and it's making everything look weird and magical. But so anyway, let's get out the adhesive. And oh my god! The sun is making me look like I'm divine or something. Oh wait, I just thought of something. Maybe this is the power of like cookie glue, and it like channels it in me, and like it makes my hand golden. I think that's what's causing it, not the light. That wasn't just a reflection you saw. Okay, so here's the cookie glue, which is actually basically just chocolate because I extracted the sugar, and most of the sugar was in the chocolate. But it tastes like a weird version of chocolate. So technically, I could eat this. And the fact that I can't eat this is pretty funny. Because lots of people comment to me and say, when I comment on other people's YouTube channels. And then they say, oh, don't eat cookie glue because glue is typically bad for you. But see this, I just got a whole ton. Oh, it's looking all divine. So I got some on my hand. It basically tastes like a watery version of chocolate. And in order to test if it's glue, I'm gonna rip this piece of paper in half. Oh no, I want to put the piece of paper back together again. So I take my peanut butter jelly knife. Oh my god, this is so divine. It's cookie glue. And so then I get some on the knife. Oh my god, that's a lot. And I'm gonna just slather it on this divine sheet of paper. I should really get something with the light. And now, you can probably see it's slathered all over there and looks pretty disgusting. But since when does glue actually have to look nice? That's not part of the definition of glue. So then I'm gonna stick these two divine pieces of paper together. And I'm not using magic to stick them together, no. And then we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna fix the lighting actually. If you wanna do this the easy way, you could take the exact same cookie I had and just like slice it and just slice the two bread parts off and have the chocolate. But I thought I'd only be getting the sucrose, but turns out the other molecules in chocolate went through. Which kind of makes sense, because the filter I use is a coffee filter. So it's not exactly precise. Also, it's quite if you're getting into chemistry like I am, that's like a really bad project to do because it has obviously organic compounds and stuff such as food. Well, not organic compounds, but organic mixes of compounds like foods and living things. Those are really complicated compared to relatively simple chemical reactions with just metals. Okay, so it's about 40 minutes later. Let's see if it acts as an adhesive, or glue more rather. So I'm pulling. Okay, yeah, I wasn't just pulling apart there. So you know what? It makes a kind of bond. It makes a weak bond. So that is technically glue. So, I can say that I have turned a cookie into glue. So I've made cookie glue. Or in other words, I chemically extracted chocolate from a cookie in which the chocolate wasn't mixed into the cookie at all. So it's not that great of a task, but I'm sure if I did the exact same thing as like a brownie or something, then I could still get the chocolate out of it. So, but the brownie isn't, of course, cookie. So, that means I've made cookie glue. That means I'm a success. That means I have a good username. Anyway, goodbye. Have a nice day. Also, the new video is coming out soon.